Good afternoon. Welcome to the 23rd Annual Gerald Kirsh Humanitarian Awards. 23, it's amazing. My name is Sherry Friedman. I am Special Advisor to Dr. Mio Yamashita, the President and CEO of the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. Unfortunately, Mio is traveling today and couldn't be with us, but she sends her regrets and her regards to everybody. I am thrilled to be hosting this very special ceremony. It's always my favorite event of the year, and you know we have a lot of events. It is especially exciting because this is the first year since COVID that we are celebrating in person, and so it feels very special. Shelley, you can lead the applause. As many of you know, the Kirsh family established these awards in recognition of the exceptional care that Gerald Kirsh received at the Princess Margaret. Over the past 23 years, I really believe that this award helped to build the very special culture of compassion that exists at the Princess Margaret. So thank you to the entire Kirsh family. If you're part of the Kirsh family, why don't you just wave your hand so we can see everybody who's here today. Yay for the Kirshes. The Kirsh Awards are also a chance for us to recognize our remarkable staff and volunteers for their exceptional commitment to improving the lives of cancer patients. So to all the Princess Margaret staff who are here, and we'll ask you to wave your hands in the air, thank you all so very much. In a few minutes, we will announce this year's 13 nominees. First, I would like to call on Dr. Keith Stewart, Vice President Cancer at UHN and Medical Director of the Princess Margaret Cancer Center, to say a few words.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. The problem with this auditorium is every noise carries, so I noticed as soon as we started there was some unidentifiable squeaky noise in the back, but I apologize if that interrupts us. 23 years, thank you so much to the Kirsh family. This really gives our patients a chance to express their gratitude for the exceptional care they've received here at the Cancer Centre. We just redid our strategic plan this year. Number one on our strategic priorities is to create an exceptional patient experience. And I think the award that you recognize tonight is emblematic of that desire and ambition. And the second of our strategic pillars is to build confident and healthy teams. If our staff aren't happy, our patients won't be happy. And I think recognizing their, particularly when they've gone above and beyond expectations, is incredibly important. I do want to thank all the nominees that were here tonight, including the winners. Everybody who was nominated has done something exceptional to the extent that a patient or their fellow staff members have recognized them for that. And with that, I think I'll stop my remarks and pass it back to Sherry. Are you taking on the next part, Sherry?
I'm taking over.
Oh, sorry, it's one of the Kirsh. Yeah, Joe, you're going to be speaking.
No, I think I'm...
Okay, I'm leaving.
It's me first. I'm going to introduce Jeff briefly. Thank you, Dr. Stewart. Each year, we have the pleasure of hearing from a member of the Kirsh family. I believe we've now cycled through all the grandchildren: Sam, Jonathan, Miles, Ezra, Seth, Jessica, and Aaron. Did I get it right? And I understand there's now a new member of the family, Sam's wife, Anna. And I've already said this made me feel very old, but I forgive you. And I do want to mention that we had the pleasure of having Jessica work with us this past late spring, early summer in the Cancer Quality Program, and it was fantastic to be able to see Jess in the office, and I hope it gave her an even deeper understanding of what goes on at the Princess Margaret. And hopefully you'll be back again. So I am now delighted to invite Jeff Kirsh to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be speaking with all of you today on behalf of our family. We are so pleased that the Gerald Kirsh Humanitarian Awards continues to be a priority at Princess Margaret. These awards are a great tribute to the people of the Cancer Center and to the memory of my father, Jerry Kirsh. My role is to tell you a little bit about the person for whom the awards are named. So I'll start with saying that my dad's friends and family always called him Jerry. I don't remember anyone who knew him really well calling him by his proper name, Gerald. Now, our youngest son, Miles, who unfortunately isn't here today, is named for my father. His given name is Gerald Miles Kirsh, with the same initials and same Hebrew name as his grandfather. My older two sons and I visited him at university just last weekend, and I was amused and touched that his friends and fraternity brothers, upon learning Miles's real first name, have all started to call him Jerry. Just like my father, I guess in modern slang, my dad would be the OG, the original Jerry. I also thought it was quite fitting that my dad and his grandson, who of course never met, would indeed have many, many things in common. My dad was an outgoing, outdoorsy, curious, giving connector of people, and he especially was a connector of people with kindness. A little bit about my dad's history. He was born, raised, and lived his whole life in Toronto, and in fact, as a boy, he lived in the neighborhood just behind the hospital. During his time as a patient here, as Sherry mentioned, he wanted to recognize the caregivers that were so kind to him, and we are so fortunate to be able to honor his wishes. For many patients and their family, the most important thing that they can receive while at the Cancer Center is kindness. As skilled as they are, the Cancer Center staff can't always stop or slow the illness, but they can deliver, and they do, kindness and compassion. It's always been a part of the Princess Margaret ethos. As my brother Joel observed last year, kindness seems like not such a big thing. It seems to involve less sacrifice. But reading the nominations for these awards every year, I can confirm that kindness is the biggest thing. In fact, I learned just before I walked up here that today is designated by someone World Kindness Day. It may be a bit there's now a World Donut Day too, but a World Kindness Day seems like we need about a week of that or a month of that. So I'm really happy that it coincided with the awards today. But year after year, we learn of the many ways that so many people in the Princess Margaret community demonstrate kindness to strangers, patients and their family who are initially confused and frightened by cancer, but they don't remain strangers for long. These are not awards for scholarly accomplishments. They recognize people who exemplify what Dad saw so long ago when he was a patient. Kindness mattered to him, and it matters to Princess Margaret. We'd like to think that these awards have helped support the local reservoir and distribution of caring and kindness by people who work very hard in difficult circumstances here at the Cancer Center. So, to our friends and relatives who have supported this event for 23 years, thank you for once again joining us here for what is a very important occasion to us. To the members of the Princess Margaret team who have nominated their colleagues, thank you for all that you do and making these awards part of what you do. To the patients and family who have experienced cancer and taken the time and made the effort to recognize their caregivers, thank you for being so kind to tell your stories. And finally, to this year's nominees and award winners, thank you and congratulations. Thank you for your kindness.
That was great. Thank you, Jeff. I feel like every day is World Kindness Day here, honestly. Okay, now I have the privilege of announcing this year's nominees. I'm going to do my best to pronounce everyone's name correctly. Dr. John Cho, radiation oncologist. Dr. Marta Beata Davidson, hematologist. You're all being very good in holding your applause to the end without me saying anything, so thank you. Kamraj Duki, security guard, security services. Dr. Alexandra Eason, surgical oncologist and melanoma and skin cancers site group lead, and Faye Lopez, administrative assistant, Department of Surgical Oncology, Robin Forbes, social worker, Department of Supportive Care, Sharmila Hanif, registered nurse, short-term care unit, Dr. Lucy Ma, medical oncologist, Katie McNamara, nurse practitioner, Hans Messner Allogenic Transplant Program, Dr. Michelle Nadler, medical oncologist, Dr. Samuel Sable, medical oncologist, Dr. Hassan Sibai, hematologist in the leukemia program and in the Elizabeth and Tony Comper MPN program, Harjat Singh Vora, clinical research supervisor, Department of Medical Oncology, Dr. Anna Spriafico, medical oncologist. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are our nominees. It is now with great pleasure that I announce the 2023 Gerald Kirsh Humanitarian Award recipients. And those of you who've been here before know we always have two. So before I announce our first award recipient, I'd like to share a few of the comments included in their nomination. She saw me almost every weekday during my month-long admission for my stem cell transplant. I could write 1,000 examples of her endless capacity to provide exactly the care that I needed with every interaction, and it would still not sufficiently convey all of the ways in which she was and is exceptional. Having her be my constant care provider allowed me to build a trusting relationship which became a source of much-needed reassurance for me. Her warmth and openness, combined with her rock-solid knowledge and extensive experience, meant that instead of holding on to the comment that someone made and feeling overwhelmed, I could check in with her and be 100% reassured. She cared for me with humanity, kindness, empathy, conscientiousness, and the ability to always meet me where I was at. I have been cared for by many exceptional people at the Princess Margaret, a true embarrassment of riches. However, she is by far the person who most reflects the values celebrated by this award. Congratulations to Kate McNamara, the first recipient of the 2023 Gerald Kirsh Humanitarian Award. So we're going to call Kate up. I'm just going to say a word or two just to tell you a bit about Katie before she comes up. Katie McNamara is a nurse practitioner in the Hans Messner Allogenic Transplant Program. She joined the organization as a new graduate nurse after receiving her Bachelor of Science in Nursing in 2013 from U of T, where she later attained her Master of Nursing Nurse Practitioner in Primary Health Care in 2021. Katie has collaborated closely with the multidisciplinary team to launch the Allo at Home program, an innovative care model that enables eligible patients to receive a portion of their transplant care in their home or in a home-like setting close to the cancer center. Katie, now you can come up. Can we get Dr. Stewart? Why don't we have Dr. Stewart? Why don't we have Dr. Stewart present this to you? Okay. And Katie can say a few words.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Katie, why don't you
Yeah, I'll say a few words. So I'm so touched to have won this award this year. I can't believe seeing the other nominees that were up here that I was the one chosen for this award. Really touched by the kindness of the patient who took the time to nominate me for this award, even as she was recovering from a stem cell transplant. It's pretty exceptional. And thank you to the Kirsh family for supporting this award, which celebrates the humanity in healthcare and compassionate, kind care that we all strive to deliver. I work with amazing colleagues, some of which I know well from the nominees up here, and amazing patients and families that make it very easy to go above and beyond every day in the delivery of care. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll get a picture with the Kirsh family after. I thought this will flow a little better. Is that okay? Okay, great. That was exciting and fun. Now, on to our second award recipient. Before I announce our second award recipient, I'd like to share a few of the comments included in their nomination. His stewardship is a shining example of a healthcare professional that goes beyond to ensure every opportunity of treatment and care is explored. He has been instrumental in my cancer journey, and his commitment sets an inspiring example for the medical community. His compassion, understanding, and patience made a life-altering difference for me. I feel seen and heard by someone who truly cares and wants to see me well. He was so involved in my care that even while he was on vacation, he made himself available. While I wasn't surprised, it warmed my heart. I was comforted to know I was so well supported. He was always available for his patients. I have personally seen him everywhere, in clinic, in admission, and in the transfusion center. He has even come down after hours before leaving for home to check on me and make sure everything was in order. He is busy, yet always present, always reliable, all the time. It's the little things in his everyday actions that are indicative of how much he cares for his patients. His unwavering commitment to living these principles every day has not only made a significant impact on my life and that of my families, but has also set a remarkable example for others to follow. Congratulations to our second award recipient, Dr. Hassan Sabai. I will tell you a little bit about Dr. Sabai. He is a member of the Leukemia Program and of the Elizabeth and Tony Comper MPN Program, an assistant professor in the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Toronto. He completed his undergraduate and postgraduate training in hematology and oncology at the American University of Beirut, followed by fellowship in leukemia and allogenic BMT at University of Toronto and Princess Margaret Cancer Centre. He completed his master teacher program at U of T. He is involved in clinical trials, and his current research interests include thrombosis with leukemia, mental wellness for MPN, and hereditary leukemia syndromes, with commitment to improvement in teaching methods for residents. Please join us at the podium to say a few words. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I'm truly honored to be the recipient of Gerald Kirsh Humanitarian Award. This recognition is not just for reflection of my effort, but also that collective compassion in our team and in our hospital. I stand here not alone, but in the shoulder of my patient, whose resilience and strengths inspire me every day. I would like to share with you a brief reflection how I am thinking what are the core humanitarianism in the healthcare. It's not just treating an illness. I keep telling my patient it's not as I'm treating you like a paper in front of me or just a number like what's your name. So really it's to treat understanding the person behind this illness, like what's their fear, what's their hope, what's their dream. It should be holding the hand of that moment and of uncertain and share, sometimes a smile from the patient really go behind this pain and even like treating the cancer, which is really difficult for the family and the patient. And all the time, it's very nice when you see the family, even the patient passed away, retain to send you like a Christmas card. You know how much like you did for them. And in this journey for the patient, like it's really, and you see the extraordinary power for the human connection. You learn it every day, like when you listen, when you give like enough time to know what's their concern and what they would like. This is all behind just a treatment that we are offer. So I would like to thank all the team, all the hospital, all the support, and thanks the family to keep this award running now for 23 years. Thank you.
I can't guarantee, but I think I left the heads up. All right. Well, these are always really wonderful and inspiring awards. And I have to say, on behalf of everyone at the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation, we're so proud and privileged to work in support of such extraordinary people who really bring it every day. And as I read those nominations aloud, that was a lot of reading for me, but what came out for me really very strongly was the statement that each recipient, each nominee, all the wonderful people at Princess Margaret really see patients for who they are. They see them for complex people who are not just a disease, but people with families, with, as Hassan was saying, with their fears, with strength, and together we conquer cancer. So I'd like to just close by congratulating our 2 award winners, and if you can come up here after, we'll take a picture of you with the Kirsh family. These are very desired photos, right? And I just want to thank the Kirsh family very sincerely. You know, it's always a joy to see you every year, and I hope you get as much joy and satisfaction from these awards as we all do at the Princess Margaret. Now, if anybody here would like to nominate someone for a Gerald Kirsh Humanitarian Award, you can send your nomination by mail or complete a form on our website at thepmcf.ca. Please feel free to share information about these awards with your friends, family, patients, and their loved ones. And once again, thank you all for coming. Congratulations, Hassan and Katie. And please stay and enjoy and chat with the Kirshes. Thank you.